Hey everybody and welcome back to RikuNaceLand. My name's Jules and today we are continuing our wonderful EBF5 Let's Play, Epic Battle Fantasy 5 Let's Play, however you want to put it. I'm wearing a tie that I usually never wear. It's my second tie that I ever got, so yeah, I'm usually avoiding it because I kind of got sort of sick of it after some time. Darn, you already accomplished more in your adventure than I ever will in my entire life. Things are looking kind of bleak for me, mate. Manlet. That's a beautiful armor he's wearing though. I mean, I don't know about that eye. I hope it's some sort of gemstone and not an actual eye, but other than that, it's pretty cool. Now, if this works like a side dungeon, then we gotta be careful because our enemies will be very strong and we really need to focus on dealing appropriate damage with appropriate skills. I've had many comments about different tactics that I should try. One of them was changing my equipment according to the enemies that we have. Obviously it's tough to know our enemies' weaknesses before going into a fight, because our enemy can be something random. Even if we see the enemy, like one of the enemies before starting the fight, there may be additional backup enemies that we don't know. But this is a one-wave enemy fight, or one-wave fight. And these guys seem to all be vulnerable to earth damage and holy damage. This guy not holy damage, but the others at least all are vulnerable to earth damage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flee. Let's see how this is. I don't want to waste too much time changing my equipment and so on, especially in the Let's Play, but then again, maybe it's worth it because we save ourselves the trouble of fighting the same fight over and over again. So do we have a weapon for Matt that is actually... No, we don't. Too bad. We don't have a weapon that is earth-based, and we also don't have a weapon that has bio-resistance, which is kind of... Well, it's not the best thing that could have happened. They were... They were okay with lightning damage. Okay, as in they still got damage from it, but since Matt has good earth skills, I want to use his earth skills, so I'm not sure if changing his weapon is the best choice, especially since this one's level 4, so it's already dealing a lot of damage. Another thing that I've been told, however, was that I should always spend all my stuff that I have on upgrading items. And maybe some of these new traits, or whatever we want to call them, that we get here. I've been playing too much Rogue Legacy lately, I'm talking about traits. If you haven't checked out my Rogue Legacy Let's Play yet, feel free to do so. It's an awesome game. It's in early access, so we'll probably be done in like 10 or 15 episodes, but it's a really great game. I'm looking forward to the full release. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, traits. Anyway, we're gonna upgrade all this stuff now, although I'm kind of scared that we can't upgrade other things anymore. But I've been told that the game punishes you for not wasting your materials immediately. P2 processor, of course, sure. But yeah, what I'm mainly looking for right now is a different head and different armor, but we don't have any that are resistant, giving us resistances to bio damage, so that once again sucks. But let's still upgrade the stuff that we do have. This is quite nice, but not helpful for this fight. I think most of these enemies are dealing bio damage, not all of those though, because I mean we have the normal plan, but we also had a fire plan and 2 others of which I didn't read the descriptions. Too bad. Mail armor. Same issue here. We do have the hobo clothes. They're already equipped, so we're gonna stick to those. We can upgrade Nolex's armor, even if we don't want to switch. It's still worth it. Yeah, as I mentioned, we're upgrading everything. Here we got bio resistance, so that's something that's gonna be worth it. I should definitely save so I don't have to do this again. So before we jump into the fight, I'm gonna save the game. Now I'm just quickly upgrading everything. In the future, we're still gonna read whatever we're upgrading and what the upsides of that are. Right now it's just about doing this quickly because it's so much that we can upgrade, because I never did it. Or I only did it to stuff that I really knew I needed. Okay, the flares can't be upgraded right now, we're missing a lot of stuff there. Okay, back to our equipment. With Matt we're kind of through. We have some stuff here, and we actually do have 50% bio resistance from 20% because of the lucky clover, 30% because of the hobo clothes that we checked earlier. Now, we have Anna. Anna is 70% resistant to bio damage, which is pretty neat. But her weapon also deals bio damage, which heals these guys. So we should switch to a different weapon just in case. Because poisoning our enemies on accident wouldn't be so great because they'd heal from that. So instead we should use the Aquamarine, or Aquamarine. With the water skills, counter attacks with Aqua Arrow. It's better than unleashing Leaf Blade, although isn't Leaf Blade an earth attack? No, I think it's a bio attack, so it's good to switch so that doesn't happen on accident. Here we go. We don't have any additional... Oh, this is probably still equipped with Natalie. And this is too. Yeah, I forgot that was a thing. The Ember Bubble. Sure. Same resistances here. So no real reason to switch right now. Unless, of course, the Stumpy Gloop. I should check that. Is the Stumpy Gloop bio damage? Not quite sure. What's the damage of ice skills? What's the damage of water skills? Deals item with single target melee attacks. This would decrease too many stats. This would increase quite some stats, and it would be good except for the evasion going down, and Nolex is pretty much all about evasion because his HP are not the best. Counter attacks with Blade Blitz. It wouldn't be an elemental thing though, so meh. Here we have the same options as before. Improve the chance of catching foes, meh. Increase the effect of buff skills use. Not really using those. Cat Warrior is quite useful, so we're going to stick to that. And here we could decrease some of our resistances and our evasion. Seriously, with no legs, no thank you. Okay, we upgraded everything and we did this too. Let me just check the Stumpy Gloop. Should be this guy, right? That is fine then. Or is it this one? Either way, it's not a bio attack on the enemy, so we're good to go. Let's just quickly save. I'm gonna save this in a second save file because I'm really scared that upgrading everything was a mistake after all. And now let's jump into the fight. We talked long enough about what we were gonna do. Water enemy with electric attacks? This could end badly if we get wet. What? The Seaweed Chomper, I guess. Which is this guy? Mutant Chomper. Ah, I see the difference. Oh yeah, it's that one. Okay, this one's giving us the moral status. I won't complain about that. It's a man-eating seaweed. Sure, why not? This clever foe will summon rain, and when everyone is wet, it'll zap them. Okay, so it will make it rain, and then it will zap us, so that's very uncool. Ice damage or holy damage if you want to kill this guy first, which I kind of do. Although the Mutant Chomper, what does it do? Looks like a plant from a different world. It'll attack with burning acid and spread viral infections. Doesn't sound so good. It's already damaged, so I thought about hitting that guy first, but I think this one's more appropriate to kill first. So ice or holy would be best, but still, it's also okay to use an earth-based skill. Now, what equipment do we have? Water. Let's not use a simple attack then. We have the light blade, but it's only 50 power, so it's rather meh, so to say. Too bad that the shock won't work. Our saw blade that we acquired, I think last episode, is quite neat, but not against these guys. They have all 70% resistance against insta-death. Tundra with 75 power seems decent, but at the same time, well, 75 power compared to 90 power, meh. Even though the resistances, I mean, they're even more vulnerable to ice than they are to earth damage. I'm not sure which is better. I'm gonna go for the Tundra. Now, what do we do here? We have the Sacred Strike, but it's not as awesome as the Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike is a lot more powerful, and it may even shock the enemy. Obviously it doesn't work on this guy though. This one's very weak. We're gonna use the Sacred Strike after all. And the enemy's actually siphoned, which is quite neat, because it should help us prevent this guy from making it rain after all. Weather's quite sunny right now, so let's keep it that way. Although sun is probably also good for plants, but rain is too, so whatever. We have... Oh, guess this isn't the holy attack. Ooh. I guess the lock is our only option here. Oh no, wait, the frost arrow is obviously ice-based, it's not water-based. Mea culpa. let's use the frost arrow on this guy. We don't have it upgraded to hit everybody yet, but it's not too bad. This guy missed us, this guy just dealt some normal damage. As long as it's unmet, I don't mind it. And it's... oh, I thought he actually changed the weather. Nolex was almost swallowed whole, but at least he evaded, as usual. Thank you for the airstrike. Luckily not the airstrikes hitting everybody anymore, but our airstrikes. And once again a moral boost. I won't complain about that. But this only counts for one hit, not for multiple hits in one attack. Okay, just had to check that again. At least that's how I read it. The Tundra was quite nice. We should be able to kill this guy this round. The question is which of you guys should attack. The Sacred Strike. Yeah, we have lock with her, so we're gonna use the Sacred Strike here. Although on the other hand, the ice damage works best against this guy and not so well against the others, although we have other stuff available. I think we're gonna do it this way. And we almost dealt enough damage. Well, he's frozen though, so it doesn't really matter that much. We can still abuse this to our advantage by hitting somebody else already for some damage. The Mutant Chomper is still damaged, so maybe an Earth skill. Yeah, maybe I didn't think this through. Yeah, not so great. Maybe the Sacred Strike actually against the Mutant Chomper? Yeah, guess it's our safest bet. I could have used it against the Seaweed Chomper, safely killed it, and then hit... shit. Hit somebody else for 3 more. But still. Go home and be with your family, foe. You're not cut out for this. Yeah, but their magic damage got increased by 30%, which is not too great. We should heal with Natalie. But first things first. What about... I can't be crit. He can't be hit with a crit, and he's taking bio damage every turn, so he's healing every turn by 100% of the damage, or for 400% of the damage. Here we're just gonna use the Quake, because for this guy it's really efficient. Now I'd say no legs is actually gonna damage somebody again. The Sacred Strike can hit everybody for a lot of damage, for this guy just for normal damage, but maybe we're lucky. So Sacred Strike to kill this guy, and then deal some damage to that guy. That's pretty much what I hoped for, but it didn't always work, did it? Hitting this the one with the lowest HP or lowest HP percentage or whatever. Now, of course, I'd like to freeze somebody again, but we gotta make sure that we're still alive next round. I'm just not sure if we should focus on healing one person or if we should heal all of us. But I guess healing Matt is most important right now. He even has 2 status effects that increase the damage he could take, technically. One of them even gives him damage on a round kind of base. You know what I mean, every round. Damage on a turn-based basis. Maybe that's how I should put it. Thanks for evading that attack. And moral status for that guy, but we're gonna focus on the Mutant Chopper for now anyway. So once again, Earth or Holy. You can start this. Now the question, of course, is what do we do? Because our heal more is on cooldown. Renew only hits one enemy, only heals one of us. We could use the Sushi Cat to heal, but it's also rather random. Oh no, wait, it actually heals the 2 most damaged players, which should be No Legs and then Matt or No Legs twice, which seems rather nice. We could also use 9 lives. Since the enemies are slowly being decimated and there's no second wave, I think we can actually use 9 lives now without risking too much, because we won't need it again, I'd say. And now let's freeze somebody. Or maybe we can kill this guy, but I think the damage won't be enough, so it's better to use this round to have a rather high chance of freezing somebody. 70% chance, and this guy's 50%. Okay, they all have 50% resistance to being frozen, which kind of sucks. But this guy takes extra damage from ice spells, and maybe we're getting lucky, although defense and match defense debuffs are blocked, but that's pretty much it, yeah. We didn't freeze him, but it was worth a shot, I'd say. Wood goblins will get ya. That's the way to put it. Ouch. Could you stop hitting No Legs? Like literally hitting him? That's the issue I have. The hitting part. That was rather nice. He's staggered even. So we now got a pretty high chance of crit hitting, which is good because this guy takes quite a lot of damage from this attack. And if it's a crit, still not killing, but close. Okay, now no legs should be hitting this guy to hit another enemy afterwards. Now the question is, what should we do? Holy damage is probably still our best bet here because at least hits everybody for, well, at least neutral damage. So Sacred Strike on this guy. And apparently the Magma Chompers are our next guy to be killed. This guy's healing for 2 more rounds, so it's not that useful even trying to kill him. So yeah, I guess no legs chose well. Pardon me. Now, what do? We could try to freeze him, but once again, the odds are not that high. Maybe the log, the classic log, is our best bet. I'm wondering... it's this problem with the 1 round remaining thing here. Does this still last for the enemy round, or does this wear off after our turn? The auto-revive status. If it still lasts, it's alright, otherwise I'd now heal. Let's just... I don't want to risk anything, let's heal. Okay, it would have still worked, but whatever. Ouch, by the way. I can't dodge all of those leaves, there's too many. Yeah, with that many leaves, that kind of makes sense. And thank you, auto-revive. Returns from heaven, back to hell. Meow? Back to hell, indeed. Fire and bomb damage taken is increased, thunder and ice damage is reduced. Yeah, this guy's our main problem for no legs again. We're gonna use our Quake, of course. But now I'm once again wondering, should I focus on... Are these guys using magic attacks? Not quite sure. The Sushi Cat would work. We don't have anything healing-wise here. And with Anna, we only have the single target healing spell available. I'd say we're trying our best to just kill the enemy as quickly as possible. Stagger could help us if it triggers, and it did. So now... Sacred Strike. Let's do this, come on. Those crits were helpful, but not enough to kill the enemy. Thank you for attacking Matt. Could you please attack Matt too? That's not Matt. I'm mad. Now. Yeah, this will be a closer call than I thought. Anyway, the Magma Chomper should be dead. But we're still kind of short-staffed, aka Anna. She doesn't look so good. She really doesn't look good. For a second I thought this was actually foam in front of her mouth, but it's just her necklace. Also these teeth don't look too healthy, but that's a different topic. Sacred Strike again in hopes of this actually being enough to kill this guy. This is everything but awesome. We need to use items. If we use coffee, that is great, of course, but we don't... like, we don't get rid of their cooldowns, so even if we healed no legs now, it wouldn't be the best thing, would it? So maybe healing Anna? Just a minor setback? How embarrassing. I'm fine, really. And now with Anna, we should heal both of us. Probably not the smartest move once again. It really wasn't. I would like to have a revive sort of spell on everybody. The amount of health that you still have after being revived is just too low. None of these revive us. We need Natalie back. I want Natalie back. Maybe we should wait until we have Natalie before going for side dungeons. Honestly, I could obviously just revive everybody again and try this again and again, but it could just be a vicious cycle and I don't want to risk that. So let's just kill this guy. Oh yeah, right, we can, yeah, whatever. If we're lucky. Yeah, sure, whatever. Bye-bye. That was just... I'm pissed right now. I'm once again very, very pissed because it just sucks. Side dungeons can suck my dick. Sorry for being so, well, graphic or whatever, but seriously, fuck that. We're gonna continue with the story. I would enjoy doing these side dungeons But I think maybe we should really wait until we have sort of all spells available so everybody can do everything, and that it's more likely that we actually survive trying something. Now we can prepare, hopefully a bit better for enemies, or for fights in general, because we're back. By the way, you can go under this bridge in case you guys didn't notice. Yeah. Yeah, fuck me. Anyway, we have a lot of robots ahead, so they're either vulnerable to water damage or to lightning damage. We just never know which one it is, otherwise I'd prepare for one of those. But here, well, we at least have the Sapphire Saint. Well, I'm right now wondering, it's better to use the Lightning Shard or the Sapphire Saint. The Lightning Shard gives us some nice resistances, sure. But with these robots, I don't want to decrease my physical attack, especially since it could be either lightning vulnerability or water vulnerability. With Anna, we also have something equipped for water damage. That is fine. And with no legs, our choices are rather dire, so we'll also stick to water damage. Although I really doubt that it'll be much of a difference. But anyway, we're gonna go down here next episode to get this treasure chest. Now back to normal fights. When you're just starting into a recording session, it's not the best idea to start with a side dungeon. That was really a mistake. I need to get used to the game's mechanics again, and had like the most horrible enemies. Also, there's a fish robot. I don't know, and I don't want to know, but we're gonna fight it next episode. Guys, thank you very much for watching another episode of Epic Battle Fantasy V, even though it was kind of meh, at least for me. Pretty meh. I hope you still enjoyed it. We're gonna see each other next episode. Feel free to join my streams on Twitch, of course. Every Saturday we have the sweet Saturday stream. We're now playing The Witcher, if everything goes according to plan. When you're watching this episode, we already started playing The Witcher, which we're gonna play for a couple of streams, depending on how long the game is, and as far as I know, it's rather long, so you may enjoy that. Of course, have a great day, great morning, great evening, and of course, an awesome night, depending on what time it is for you right now. And we're gonna see each other next episode. Take care, guys. Bye, everybody.